All right. Good evening. Not sure if we'll get kicked off the air for this one. All right. Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Raccoon Alliance break. As that just cuts me off as I'm talking. But good evening. We are here for break 622, which is a box of Skybox 2021 Metal Universe, a box of OPC Platinum 2021, and a box of 2021 Pro Set Memories, and 2 of the Hit Parade jerseys. What's going on, Bruner? Brass Bonanza. What's happening, buddy? But we are going to be getting to that break in just a minute. In the meantime, let's hit something up on the website right now. Make this new break live. Boom. Boom. Let's see here. Tags, collection, homepage, save. All right, on the webpage right now we have break 11 that just went live seconds ago, which is 2 OPC Platinum boxes, a box of Series 1 for some Young Gun chases, and a box of Chronology Volume 2. Hey, what's going on, BP? What's going on, BD? We got the 2 different coasts there. If you count Colorado as a coast, it's really not, but got both Brians from the east and the west. But as I was just saying, break 11 just went live on the website, and that was a box of 2 boxes of OPC Platinum, 1 Chronology Volume 2, and 1 of the brand new Series 1 to see if we can pull any cool Young Guns. And the other 2 breaks, 9 and 10, both have 14 teams left. But let's look at, in about 40 seconds, who's in break 622 tonight. And here's who we have for tonight. Birdman has the Wild Yotes, Flames, and Sabres. Jared Slim has the Canucks, Kings, Penguins. John Kirkbride's got Vegas. BP out in Colorado's got Montreal, the Avs, and Islanders. Chuck P here in Virginia getting snow with me today has the Flyers. Brian P also has the Sens, Panthers, and Hurricanes. Joey P has the Bruins. David Hooves has the Caps out there in Ohio. Spent last weekend with them. Bruner has the Ducks. BD has the Red Wings, Maple Leafs, and Columbus. Frank Mincielli has the Rangers, Sharks, Stars. Caleb has the Blackhawks, Oilers, Jets, and Devils. Nicole has the Preds. Andrew has the Lightning, and Aaron has the Blues. Wrapping up break 622. So that is where we stand for that. Give me just a second. Put that there. All right, but let's get into break 622. There it is. Figure we'll do Skybox OPC Pro Set since we've done a lot of OPC lately. So let's get right into our 2021 Skybox Universe. I don't know. I was reading the side of the box here. It says you can get autographed cards. I don't know that we've gotten an autographed card out of this yet. I honestly can't remember. I know they are in here, but they're not like 1 per box, I don't think. Let's see what we can do tonight. Tape in the front here. Let's see what we can do. Empty box. Do a little quick shuffle here. I forget where the auto would be, because I don't think we pulled that many of them, if they are in here. But good luck, everyone. Let's see what we can do tonight. The very first card of the night is going to be Jordan Binnington for the Blues. Binnington for the Blues. We got Jack Hughes for the Devils. They look super dark in my camera, but there obviously is color. Like Hughes here looks really sharp with kind of like a purple and like purple and blue. Then we got Ovi for the Caps. Zach Werenski for the Blue Jackets. Shea Theodore for Vegas. We have one of the inserts here of Drew Doughty. And then we have our last card is Jacob Slavin for the Hurricanes. But Doughty with like the full spacescape behind them with a little planet back there. Some meteors and meteorites. There's the back. So one insert at least in the pack. Hey Nikki, what's happening? All right, we got Ryan O'Reilly for the Blues. Looks like our second pack here is going to have our auto in it. That red is typically the auto. Joe Pavelski for Dallas. So I do remember pulling some autos out of here now. Patrick Kane for the Blackhawks. Shesty for the Rangers. And here is our auto, Jake Ottinger for Dallas. Ottinger for the Stars, going to Frank. So our first auto of the night. Frank and the Stars. Red Rubies also come non-auto. It's good to know. There's the back there of Ottinger. But Frank getting the first auto. Do a little bully horn for Frank and Jake. And last couple in this pack was Max Pacioretty for Vegas. Rocking the all-star colors there. Cal Foote for the Lightning. All right, we got Mackenzie Blackwood for the Devils. Breadman for the Rangers. Vazzy for the Lightning. John Carlson for the Caps. Zuccarello for the Wild. And here we have the Alon of Stützle for the Senators. So a nice one there for the Senators. And the Senators were Brian P. out in Colorado. So nice Alon for you, Brian. Then we got a rookie here of Liam Foudy for Columbus. So another person with your name bought them. Weird. Brian, what do you mean? Let's see. Yeah, I got Brian. Brian Padigo has the... that was supposed to be a text. I was like, what are you talking about? But yeah, Brian, another person with your name got the Senators here. Brian P. got the Senators in the break. But a nice Alon for Brian P. Not Brian D. Got a lot of Brians. I'm drunk, my bad. I'm having a little Elysian space dust right now. All right. We got Brock Besser for the Canucks. Tuukka for Boston. Jake Gensel for the Penguins. Seth Jones for the Blue Jackets. A nice net deposit here of Nathan McKinnon for Colorado. I do like these a lot. Again, my camera makes it look really dark, but it's got nice colors to it when the light hits it. So nice insert. Brune, if you drink too many of these, yes it does. But McKinnon here with the Avalanche, and the Avalanche will going to BP out in Colorado as well. Yeah, about 2 space dust, and that's all you need. Eichel with the all-star colors here for Buffalo, and Gabe Velarde for LA. All right, next up, Patrick Kane for the Blackhawks. Shesty again for the Rangers. Evander Kane for the Sharks. Huberdeau for the Swamp Kitties. And an Alliance here for Montreal, Brendan Gallagher and Thomas Tatar. I think these are about 1 per box, if I remember right. But the Canadians tonight going to BP in Colorado. So Brian is getting all the inserts. it seems like. But a nice alliance of Gallagher and Tatar. Let's see, Spaceless Tatar or Half a Moon Rock. I don't know if I've had Half a Moon Rock. What is that? Mikey Anderson for LA and Draisaitl for the Oilers, rocking the All-Star colors there as the last two cards. Next up, Teuvo Teravainen for Carolina. Keith Yandel for the Swamp Kitties. Johnny Hockey for the Flames. Miro Heiskanen for Dallas. And Intimidation Nation of Varlamov and the Islanders going to BP in Colorado. Brian is getting every single pack insert. So nice Varley here. Former Capital. I think he went to Colorado, didn't he? Or is that, I think he did go to Colorado for like a year or two, and then Islanders. But Intimidation Nation of Varlamov. Moonrock is like weed covered in keef. It's a nug of weed dipped in oil, wrapped in hash, and then covered in keef. Huh. Chris Letang for the Penguins in the All-Star colors, and Logan Stanley for the Jets. Yeah, BP is literally getting every single one of them. All right, Gibson for the Ducks. A little quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth right off the bat. Svechnikov for Carolina. Sebastian Aho for Carolina. Back-to-back Canes there. First back-to-back of the night. Ryan O'Reilly for the Blues. Pavelski for Dallas. And our insert here is going to be Jake Ottinger for the Stars. Nice one there. And the Stars, where's my Stars? Going to Frank. So a prospect insert for Ottinger. We got his auto back there with Frank. Now Frank gets his, off camera, gets his little prospect there. And last one, little all-star variation of Mitch Marner for the Leafs. I didn't get the auto at least, yeah. All right, Andrei Kopitar for LA. Klingberg for Dallas. Nicholas Helmerson for the Coyotes. Claude Giroux for the Flyers. Thomas Chabot for Ottawa. Got the other kind of the throwback here of Niles Hoglander for Vancouver again, and then Ty Dellandrea for Dallas. Seems like we're getting a lot of Dallas cards. But the retro insert, big planet there and a smaller planet right in front there of Niles Hoglander and Vancouver. There's the back. Next up, Jonathan Marchessault for Vegas. Carey Price for Montreal. The Rat for Boston. The Pasta for Boston. Back-to-back Boston there. We got another prospect card of Alexander True for San Jose going to Frank. So Frank has the Stars and Sharks. It's like Frank and Brian going neck to neck tonight for inserts. We have McKinnon with the All-Star variation. Tyler Benson for the Oilers, his last card. It's like Stars, Sharks, and Senators. A little bit of Avalanche. Brunner says he took Ducks and Flames in 10. So those were paired up, Brunner, because the Ducks have a very hot rookie in there for Young Guns. And it's priced a little bit higher because that Young Gun's going for pretty good penny on eBay. So Tays for Chicago. I was trying to price him out for who has the hot Young Guns, like I normally do. Carter Hart for Flyers. JGP for the Islanders. Rasmus Dahlin for the Sabres. Matt Murray for Senators. Just going to send the film stick. A second auto in the box for the Sharks of Alexander True. So you have a hot box tonight. That's what she said. Pasta's the last one here with the All-Star variation. But going to Frank, who's got 2 autos in this box. Come on, Frank. I don't know how you pull that one off. But Frank has the Stars and the Sharks. I think Frank takes the lead here. I don't know if Frank's in the chat or not. He takes the lead with the Hot Box Autos too. There we go, little horn for Frank. Mike and I will hot box. All right. I mentioned I thought the autos were rare, and we get 2 of them in 1 box. All right, Philip Deneau for Montreal. The man, the myth, the mustache right there for the Maple Leafs. Guess who's growing a mustache? I know. So Austin Matthews there. Dominic Kubalik for Chicago. Dylan Larkin for Detroit. Another net deposit of Nathan MacKinnon, who we pulled earlier. Going to BP. So we got 2 of the same, 2 autos in the box, 2 of the same net deposits in the box. 2 in 1 box is dangerous. Casey. Now stop it, I'm down. We're talking about hot boxing. BP loves it. All right, so another Nathan MacKinnon net deposit for Brian. Then we got Nick Robertson for the Leafs, the all-star variation of Ajay Kopitar for LA. Can we get 3? Can we get 3 in a box? It's got to be a record, right? Draisaitl for the Oilers. Bob for the Swamp Kitties. Kel McCarr for the Avs. Thomas Hertl for the Sharks. Connor Hellebuck for the Jets. Prospect here of Philip Mallet for the Capitals. And Keegan Kolesar for Vegas. Capitals going to David Hoover out in Ohio. Just paint your toenails. Got to get those modeling photos looking good, Casey. All right, Mark Stone for Vegas. James Van Riemsdyk for the Flyers. The Cat for Chicago. Josh Bailey for the Islanders. We got the Rat here with the retro card. Kevin Lankinen for Chicago. And then Patrick Kane with the All-Star variation for Chicago. Back-to-back Chicago. I think that's our 3rd of the night. The insert being the Bruins Brad Marchand retro card going to Joey P. Big photo shoot tonight. Casey, is that on your OnlyFans? All right, Braden Point for the Lightning. Connor McDavid for the Oilers. Jonathan Tavares for the Leafs. Eric Stahl for Buffalo. Bergeron for the Bruins. Net deposit here of Dylan Cousins for the Sabres. The last card is going to be Morgan Geekie for Carolina. But a nice Cousins insert. The net deposit. Looks like we're down to our last pack in Skybox Metal. We have Grubauer for the Avalanche. I think it was Grubauer, I thought, instead of Varlamov. McKinnon for the Avalanche, back-to-back Avs, 4th one of the night. Drew Doughty for LA. Konecki for the Flyers. Another retro here of Mitch Marner for the Leafs. Holtby for the Capitals. Vitek Vanacek for the Capitals. Back-to-back Caps goalies, even though Holtby's gone now. The All-Star variation for Holtby. And then Vanacek. But our insert was the Mitch Marner retro. And that wraps up Skybox. So let's get our Hall of Fame guesses in for our box of OPC Platinum. Type it up here. Hall of Fame guesses for OPC Platinum. Go. Yeah, metal was pretty good. There's our box of OPC. We'll get our Hall of Fame guesses in. not bad at all. Especially 2 autos in a box. Going to the same guy. All right. A minute here. And delete variant. Let's see who you all guessed. We have value played here too, Will. Huberto, Aho, Cousins from Buffalo, Bone Byram, Morgan Geeky, Jack Hughes, Norris. All right. So you can get 2 autos in one OPC box. That'd be awesome. Chuck Norris is the OG mustache. That's right. All right. My Hall of Fame guest will be Chaz Michaels from the Caps. All right, let's see what we can do here. Robertson from the Stars says Aaron. All right. And first out of OPC, we got Clayton Keller and the Swamp Kitties. Keller and the Coyotes. Followed by Marcia So in Vegas. Retro of Ryan McLeod for the Oilers. And Alex Belzile from Montreal is the last 2 there. Nikki comes in with Ingram. Dan's guessing the other Robertson, I'm guessing. Carlson for the Sharks. As you can see here, there is a vertical scratch on that one right there. We saw this in the last break, like 1 card would have that. But Carlson for San Jose. McDavid for the Oilers. Best in the world of Patrick Kane for the Blackhawks. And little Mikey Anderson out in LA. All right, so there's the best in the world for Kane. All right, we got Elias Lindholm for Calgary. Got a nice sunset here of Niles Hoglander for Vancouver. Kiefer Bellows for the Islanders. Johnny Carlson for the Caps. That's the last 2 there. The colors here look really nice with kind of the rainbow colors of sunset and the blue and green in his outfit. That one looks really good. All right, William Karlsson for Vegas. Adam Henrique for the Ducks. Retro of Olli Juolevi for Vancouver. Starting to pick up some Vancouver cards. Title Andrea for Dallas. Then we have TJ Oshie for the Caps. Avalanche Bowen Byram for Brian in the photo-driven insert. Sean Moynihan for Calgary and Cal Foote for the Lightning. Brian picked up where he left off, claiming all the inserts. But nice looking one there. All right, Josh Bailey for the Islanders. Patrick Laine for Columbus. Rainbow of Patrick Kane for Chicago. And Evgeny Malkin for the Penguins. Why couldn't that have been the auto? Jimmy Benn for Dallas. Miro Heiskanen for Dallas, Rainbow. Back-to-back Dallas, I think that is 5 on the night, I believe. Pierre-Oliver Joseph for the Penguins. Drew Doughty for LA. The last 2 there. right, Nathan McKinnon for the Avs. And nice violet pixels here of Pettersson and the Canucks. Awesome card. Going to be out of $3.99, and this is card 88. 88 of $3.99. And the Canucks, we find them on my list. Going to Jared. A nice one for you, Jared. That is our lowest numbered card of the night so far. Put them right there for now. Pettersson's Violet Pixels. 101 from ProSec, going to be Solane, but the Jets. Huh. Choosing you never know. Choosing the off team might be where it's at. Fox for the Rangers and Harley for Dallas there. All right, Quinney for Vancouver. Sweet selection of Timothy Liljegren and Toronto Maple Leafs. Nice purple background there with the blue in the jersey. Looks sharp. Tim Stützle for Ottawa. Sidney Crosby for the Penguins. So Stützle and Crosby there. Next up, Kyle Palmieri for the Devils. Ryan O'Reilly for the Blues. Retro, Brendan Gallagher in Montreal, and Peyton Krebs for Vegas. That's the last two. See, these OPGs are hard too because you could have the current year auto, you could have last year's auto, you could have a redemption. Never know what's going to be in them. I think you could even have some of the best in the worlds are auto too for kind of your bigger names. Kucherov for the Lightning. Zuccarello for the Wild. Rainbow of Jacob Perrone on the Caps, no longer with us. And Colin White for Ottawa. No longer with Capitals, I should say. All right, Gabriel Landeskog for Avalanche. Sunset for James Van Riemsdyk and the Flyers. Pacioretty for Vegas. Marquee rookie of Mr. Lafreniere. But the sunset going to Van Riemsdyk and the Flyers. Get in there. Going to Chuck here in Virginia. We'll just killing off our players. That's right. Verana is departed for Detroit. Bennington for the Blues. Jacob Verana is dead to me now. Filppula for Detroit. It's like almost every Colorado goaltender, although Francois is never a capital, but sounded like he died. Yeah, kind of did. So Francois with the rainbow and Tyler Bertuzzi for Detroit. All right, Hedman for the Lightning. Mackenzie Entwistle for Chicago with the retro. Marquee rookie of Arthur Kalayev and Jonathan Toews for the Blackhawks is the last two here. So where is the auto? Should be coming up. Zach Parise for the Wild. Carey Price from Montreal. There it is. How about that? Adam Fox for the Rangers with the Calder frontrunner. Did anybody guess Adam Fox? No. I don't think anybody did guess Fox. But a nice one here. Going to the Rangers. And the Rangers were... Going to Frank. So Frank had the Sharks. The Stars, and the Rangers. So Frank's gotten all three autos tonight. So far. Frank is crushing it. Casey says, well, that's nice. I think we have to all meet up with Frank and bust his legs. Who's with me on that one? Meet him out in the parking lot behind 7-Eleven. Bust his legs up a little bit. Say, Frank, gotta save some. Real nice one here though, of Adam Fox. Very, very sharp. Kind of the rainbow foil too in the background. Put him there. And the last card in this pack was the Brandon Hagel for the Blackhawks. Let's do an auto horn for Frank for the third time tonight. Oh, by far, Brian. Let's see if we can top the Fox. Vasilevsky here for the Lightning. Kyle Connor for the Jets. Retro of Kiefer Bellows for the Islanders. And Mika Zibanejad for the Rangers. Let's see if we can get two autos in a box, like we did with the Skybox. That'd be awesome. All right, Anze Kopitar for LA. Aquamarine of Jonathan Toews. Come right back to that one. Scheifele and the Jets. And here was who I called for the auto, Connor McMichaels for the Caps. But our Aquamarine, it's going to be numbered, I got a 499? Yes. Card 191 of 499. I believe this was also, that's out of 399 for the Violet Pixels. The Pixels will stay. But nice one here for Blackhawks. And Toews with the Aquamarine, 191, 499. Next up, David Perrone for the Blues. Retro of Mackenzie Entwistle, retro rainbow there, Blackhawks. Brock Nelson for the Islanders, and Shane Bowers for Colorado. It's the last card in that pack. It's like 2 packs left. OPC-P, Casey Once in the Gimlin jersey. All right, AM34, looking just so focused on playing hockey and growing that. Guess who's growing that mustache? I know. I just noticed if I put the camera, or put the card so close to the camera, I can read the numbers on the lens there. That's crazy. But Austin Matthews for the Leafs, getting down to the weeds there in the background. Jacob Slavin with the rainbow for the Hurricanes. Svetch for the Hurricanes and Ali Ulevi for the Canucks. So the last one's there. All right. Last pack of OPC Platinum. Torrey Krug for St. Louis. Victor Soderstrom for the Desert Dogs, the retro. Matt Pink of Alexander Radulov and the Stars. And Jonathan Tavares for the Maple Leafs. And we will move on to Pro Set. Give me just a second to move these cards out of the way. See what Pro Set, move that one out of the way too, can do for us. We got that 1-of-1 Gretzky last break. One Gordy there on the box, that'd be kind of cool. As always with Pro Set, you got our little seals here on the back. I think it's with Leaf in general. 2 seals. My knife's getting dull there. Alright, we'll turn that way. Usually it's easier just to punch these cards through with the padding instead of trying to dig them out. Boxes. All right. So first up we have Murray Craven buyback 3/5 for Hartford which this will go down to the Hurricanes. And the Hurricanes, Brian P. out in Colorado. But a 3 out of 5 there. Murray Craven, not too familiar with him. There's the back. Pro Set 91 buyback. So Murray Craven. Next up, for the Sharks, Bob Mcgill. This is going to be a 1/1. 1/1 buyback for Bob Mcgill. This is stamped there, 1/1. Of course, the Sharks is Frank. Auto. 1/1 for Frank. This is Frank's night, apparently. Frank's break. Should just rename it Frank. Break 6, Frank. But 1/1 of Bob Mcgill and the old school Sharks logo there. This one is in French. Pretty cool one for you, Frank. Put him back there. And for the 4th time tonight, do the auto horn for Frank. Big hit horn. All right, hopefully we can get through these. All right, first up, I think he only played for Boston. I could be wrong, but he's best known for his days in Boston. We have Willie O'Ree out of 20. Willie O'Ree, 6 of 20. And the Bruins in this one was Joey P. But I think he's best known for his time in Boston. Might have been who he only played for. I'm not sure all teams he played for. But little Willie O'Ree. There's the back there for you, Joey. Sharp looking card. Yeah, what's going on, Caleb? So finally someone's getting a auto other than Frank. So we'll do the auto horn for Joey. Better than the Fox right there, says BP. Last card. It's going to, let me see. It's Frank's break, but it's also Brian's break. And we have Sako Koivu out of Montreal. This is 8 of 20. So nice one for you, Brian. Sako Koivu, clearly rocking the Montreal colors there. And like I said, in the top right corner, 8 of 20. So nice one for you, Brian. So yeah, I think we're gonna rename it the Frank and Brian break. Frank with the autos, Brian with the inserts, and now an auto. Do a little auto horn for Brian. And that was the last of the cards in Pro Set. So we're going to do a Hall of Fame guesses for both jerseys. Not to make it hard, but Hall of Fame guesses for first jersey. Go. As I move these cards to the side, but we'll do a Hall of Fame guess for each one. And as a reminder, while you all are guessing, break 11 dropped at 9 o'clock. And that was the 2 OPC boxes, 1 box of Chronology Volume 2, and a box of Series 1 for the guys that are looking for those new Young Guns. And I think I got some of those lower end teams down to like around 20 bucks. So if you're looking just for a lower end teams are priced very cheap, while the higher ones are not too bad either because it's only 4 boxes. So break 11 went live at 9 o'clock. Break 9 and 10 had 14 apiece left in those. So they'll probably move relatively quickly. But this is number 34 that I said in the chat. So my guess is good. Oh, Steve already stole my guess. So Steve said Bruner said Matthews. I'm going to have to go, I'm just going to double his guess. Since it's number 34. He said box back behind is number 80. But if I had to guess, I would say Austin Matthews. So I'm gonna double down with you, Bruner. Let's see who we can get. Dan says Phil Kessel. Phil Kessel rocking the old school Coyotes would be pretty cool. All right. It looks like Minnesota. It looks like 97 from Minnesota. It looks like Kirill Kaprizov. Wow. There's a jersey right there. So Minnesota, who had the Wild going to Birdman. Birdman crushed it with the Wild. But a Kaprizov right there. Dude, bird crush. I just want to see what this thing is here. Must be like the little authenticity. It is Sports World. Oh, yeah. Certificate of authenticity. Signed Authentics jersey. I don't know if Bird's in the chat. Yes, Bird got the Toffoli last week, I think. Throw that back in there real fast. So it was not, obviously not Austin Matthews, but I would say a hit and a half for Kirill. So congrats, Birdman. Oh yeah, and the best, that's right. So nice one there. And down to our last one. We're going to get one more Hall of Fame guess. Hall of Fame guesses for second jersey. Go. Now we need a different 97. Yeah. Little McJesus jersey. All right. Caleb's going with McDavid. Carey Price for Casey. Kadri, Svetch, Bobby Clark. That's a good guess, Brian. Phil Kessel for Dan Dubs. Mitch Marner for Brian. I should put that Kaprizov jersey on and send Bert a picture of it with me wearing it. Bruner says Simmons. We pulled the Simmons once. Not to say we couldn't do it again. Give you guys a little bit longer for guesses. I think there's a couple more people in the chat. All right. So our last box of the night, and it's box number 80. Is there any players with 80? None are coming to me. I'm sure there are. None are coming to the top of my head, though. All right, let's get to it. It appears to be red. Let's flip it over. Got a little Martin Brodeur. How about that? So Adidas Brodeur jersey. It's not a bad one either. To the other side here. Oh, there's the autograph right there. Right in the top left. 30s. Oh, I see. They kind of folded it differently. Usually they fold it so they flip the sides, but Brodeur there. And the Devils. Going to Caleb. It's a nice one for you, Caleb. Very cool. So Hit Parade jerseys, not disappointing. There's some nice ones there tonight. Yeah, Ducks were kind of light, Brunner. Unfortunately. Put this back in there with the box later on. But that is going to do it for break 6. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. Some sick cards and Willie there. Willie O'Ree. And the 2 jerseys. But stay safe, everybody. You don't need to send me mine. I'll hold on to it, Brunner, and then when we get some cards for you, Steve, I'll mail them then. I've got a couple little piles for folks that get like 1 or 2 cards, and I just mail them out when they get more. But we'll make sure you do get it eventually. But have a good night, everybody. Stay safe, and we'll see you back on Twitter real soon for some more breaks. Have a good night.